7. We are in Achiever MCQ series for Retail Banking and Wealth Management, JAIIB. Today's topic is Valuation of Land and Building. So very important topic from JAIIB point of view and Retail Banking point of view. Valuation of land and building means whenever I have to give the loan to somebody, how will I value? What is the cost of that land? What is the cost of that building? Okay. So we'll be studying in deep over here. So follow this video completely. Firstly, download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting all the premium study material, current affairs, job alerts, live classes, plus these tests, plus notes. You'll get everything what is required for JAIIB, CAIIB and various banking exams. Also, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Remember, in this channel, you will be getting two things. One, updates, regular updates on all the banking exams. And number two, all the free YouTube series. Here, the present YouTube series which you're watching on the same channel, isn't it? So, subscribe, click on the bell icon. Okay, these are the two new batches for bilingual and English on JAIIB. Okay, more on this later. I'll just cover that. We are covering all the 4 subjects and all the important theory, case studies, objective questions, whatever is required. Okay, more on this about the fees, discounts, I'll come to it later. So what is the schedule for today? Schedule is very simple. First is methods of valuations for various retail sector. We are not talking of various corporate sectors now. Okay. So methods of valuations, and second is objective questions. Means here I'll speak, here you will speak. Clear? Let's move on. So what are the methods here? Whenever any bank gives any loan, okay, it always checks whether that land which is on which it is giving the loan, because here whenever you give a housing loan, you give a housing loan on what? One is the land and second is the construction, right? So the bank always checks the price of that land, cost of that land and cost of the construction. Cost of the construction always goes on depreciating, and cost of the land it always goes on appreciating. Okay, so which are the methods followed? Okay, let's study first one. First one is comparative method. Okay, in comparative method, what do we do? In comparative method, look at this. The town planning department generally adopts the comparative methods for estimating the value of the land with the building, because the property is generally sold as a single piece, that is land with a building. So generally whenever you sell any building, okay, any big house, not a flat system, generally the big house, how do we sell? We sell that land as well as the construction, right? So that's why comparative method is adopted by town planning department to judge what are the comparative rates in the nearby areas. Here, the rate is determined by collecting information on the sale rates of the nearby similar properties in the recent past. Means benchmark rates. For example, I'll give you. Suppose let's say if there is a house A, okay, if there is a house A which is to be sold A, okay, now this house A, this is to be sold now, okay, and there is a house B which was sold almost 1 year back, okay, 1 year back. Imagine this house was sold for 50 lakhs, okay. So what will the town planning department do? If it has to value this house now using this comparative method, it will check, okay, 50 lakhs last year, so this year will increase the inflation percentage. So 50 lakhs plus inflation, it will go to something around 52 lakhs. Okay, so they will value this house at 52 lakhs. So how did they arrive at this price? This price they arrived by comparing this house A with the house B which was already sold, and this house B is known as a benchmark. Okay, benchmark. Okay, now what happens? See here, this was last year. Imagine if this house A gets sold this year. Imagine this, here, this is to be sold. If this gets sold this year, then what happens? This A becomes the benchmark, then B is removed from the benchmark. Now A becomes the benchmark. If tomorrow, after 2 years, C is to be sold, so this town planning department will check at A, at what rate A was sold. Okay, same, not only town planning department, even the bank's valuers will check through the same angle. Okay. So the rate is determined by collecting information on the sale rates of the nearby similar properties in the recent past, isn't it? What was sold in the recent past. Okay, what is the second method? Rent capitalization method. Means what? Rent, what is rent basically? See here, if I have any property and if I give it on rent, right? So the rent is an income to me. So that income needs to be added to the value of that property, right? See here, ultimately the land and the construction, land will go on increasing, construction will go on depreciating, right? But if I'm earning something from that property, so that also needs to be included in the value of that house or value of that property, isn't it? Okay. So the rental income is the rent actually paid when the property has been let out in the recent past vis-a-vis the date of valuation. Means how do I calculate the rent capitalization? How do I calculate what is the rent? Suppose if I tomorrow go for valuing the rent of that property. So what will I do? I'll just check what was the rent, last rent received on this flat or whatever that property might be. Last rent, this is also important. Last rent, what was it received? Not only on this flat or this property, on the nearby properties also. What is the general rent theme going on in that nearby areas? Okay. However, the actual rent may not always represent a fair rental income in cases where the tenant has paid some lump sum amount upfront or the property is newly constructed. So this is also a point which we always need to consider. Means what? Rent paid is okay, but many times what happens? Tenants pay advance. Okay. So if the advance amount is huge, what happens is, suppose imagine I am the owner, okay, and you come to me for a rent. So how will we negotiate? We'll negotiate in this way. Firstly, I'll tell you, see this. Number one, my advance it will be around, let's say 1 lakh rupees, and your rent will be, let's say 15,000 rupees per month, okay, and advance paid is 1 lakh rupees, okay. Then you'll start negotiating. You'll say, sir, no sir, advance I can't pay you up to 2 lakhs, but please reduce the rent to 7,000. Then I'll start thinking, after all, here, if 2 lakhs I am receiving right now and I invest it somewhere in mutual funds or in shares, so definitely this difference, am I gaining it? That's what I'll check. Or you'll negotiate something else also. You'll negotiate, sir, rent 15,000, okay, you make it 17,000, not an issue. But kindly reduce the advance from 1 lakh to, let's say 50,000, 50. Okay. So that way, see here, after all it's a negotiation. That's why it said over here that the actual rent may not always represent a fair rental income in cases where the tenant has paid some lump sum amount. Lump sum means this advance, okay, or the property in the property is a newly constructed, etc. Okay. Generally, what happens for a newly constructed house, the rent is always higher. For an old house, the rent is always lower. Okay. Valuation based on profits. Now this is a third method. In fact, there are many methods here, almost 7 to 8 methods, but we'll be covering only those important which are asked in exam and which are used on a daily basis. Okay. So valuation based on profits. In case of property which is used for conducting trade or business like hotels, cinema houses, restaurants, the valuation is done on the basis of the capitalized value of the net profit as reflected in the books of the accounts of the business entity, right? If I am valuing, if I have to buy some hotel, let's say, so will I only value this land, means property? How will that hotel be valued? Okay, let's consider this hotel. Okay, how will that hotel be valued? Number one, what are the 3 important factors in this? Number one, it will be land. If that hotel is in prime property, prime land area, then the cost will be higher. Second is construction, because construction will go on depreciating. Construction, right? And third one, very important part, footfall and net profit. Okay, footfall means how many people are coming to that hotel on a daily basis, and this will lead to fourth part, that is net profit, because 3 and 4 are related to each other. So if my footfall is more, definitely my net profit will go on increasing. If my footfall is less, then my net profit will definitely be less. So that's why while valuing any commercial property, we have to look at land cost, we have to look at the construction cost, and we have to look at the net profit part also. Similarly for cinema house, land, construction, and this net profit. How many people do visit that cinema house? Okay. The valuation is done on the basis of the capitalized value. Capitalized value means what? If I add the incomes which I am getting it from this net profit, right? So that is known as a capitalized values. Net profit as reflected in the books of accounts of the business entity. So got these three methods here. What was the first method? Simple one, comparative. Second one was rent. And third one is valuation based on profit. So keep it very simple. One is comparative, second is rent capitalization, and third is profit capitalization, isn't it? Got it, everyone? Type yes in the comment section if you have understood up till now. Type yes fast, everyone. Also like the video, okay? Everyone kindly like the video. Type yes in the comment section if you have understood. Click on the bell icon, okay? Now there is a felicitation ceremony arranged on 8th of January 12 p.m. Now this is for those aspirants who have cleared JAIIB and CAIIB in November December 2022, those bankers, okay? So you can definitely, if you are one of them, you can definitely attend the felicitation ceremony. Where is it? It's on 2nd floor, Tower A, Unitech Cyber Park, Sector 39, Gurugram. Now what is the important feature in this? Adda 24/7 will reimburse your 3-tier tickets on both the sides for coming as well as going. It means if you are coming from Chennai, then also Adda 24/7 will reimburse your 3-tier tickets, okay? The link is given in the description box, okay? And pinned comment. So definitely follow this, okay? And tell your friends also. If anyone amongst you or any of your friends has cleared this in November, December, definitely go for it. Now I'll come to the questions part. Now it's time for you to speak, okay? What is the full form of EMI? Equated monthly installment, end monthly installment, extracted monthly installment, none of the above. So what is the full form of EMI? Everyone, fast. What is the full form of EMI? Yeah? Everyone. Yes, it is equated. Okay, equated monthly installment. Equated means all the installments are same. What do you mean by this here? If you take a loan, your EMIs per month always remain the same. Do they change? This time 10,000, next time 11,000, next time 9,000. Does it change? No. Okay, it is always the same. Got it, everyone? That's why it's called as equated. What is the maximum percentage of total cost of house that the bank provides loan for? So bank provides loan on suppose my house is, let's say, for 50 lakhs. So will bank give me full loan of 50 lakhs new purchase whichever I am doing? Okay, if I am purchasing a flat for 50 lakhs, will my bank give me the full loan of 50 lakhs? Or now look at the options then. 100% of the asset value, approximately 75 to 90% of the asset value, approximately 40 to 50% of the asset value, and none of the above. So what do you think should be the answer over here? Generally many of you might be working in home loans, or you might have got the home loans, isn't it? In both the cases, approximately what is the value that bank will give the loans? Yes, it is generally 75 to 90% value. Bank generally does not provide the loans beyond 90%. Okay. Can you repay the home loan ahead of the schedule? Means what? Can I repay my home loan ahead of the schedule? Means if my home loan is for, let's say, 20 years, 15 years, okay? 15 years I have taken the home loan, okay? Now, can I repay this home loan in 6 years only? Yes, I can. Bank will be more happy for that, isn't it? Why? Because if I repay the home loan earlier, it's better for the bank, in the sense there are lesser chances of NPA then, isn't it? So can I do it? No, yes. Only some lending institutions provide this option, none of the above. Can it happen that only some lending institutions? Means can any bank stop anyone from repaying the loan? It can never happen. Only some lending institutions, this is strictly no. Okay. So the answer is no or yes? Correct. Answer is yes. Anyone can repay the home loan before schedule. Interest rates are at an all-time high. This is the next question. Okay. Interest rates are at an all-time high. What options do you have as regards to adjustment in your home loans? Means if the interest rate for the home loan is going too high, okay, So what will you suggest to your customer, or if you yourself are the customer, what will you do? Making the prepayment to reduce the principal, increasing the EMI, or increasing the this same only, increasing the EMI. Okay. Second, all of the above or combination of any and none of the above. So if the interest rate is high, it means what? Now look at the logic. Okay, interest rate high. Interest high means what? I am paying more interest to the bank. So should I pay more interest to the bank? Interest is charged on what? Principal, right? Interest is always charged on the remaining principal. So should I pay higher interest rate to the bank? No. So what will I do? I'll try to reduce this principal. Reduce this principal means which option? A, B, C and D. D is out. C is also out. Okay, so what is the option? Correct. Making the prepayment to reduce the principal. Always I'll try to reduce the principal so that my interest goes down. Isn't it? So the option is correct. A. Can one take a home loan for construction in a city while working in another city? Means you are, let's say your case only, you are transferred somewhere. Okay, in city X. So can you take a home loan for construction at your hometown, city Y? Can you take it? Yes, no. Only some lending institutions provide this option and none of the above. So what can be the option? I am in city X, working in city X. Here I am working in city X and my hometown is in city Y. Okay. So can I take a home loan from the bank for city Y, or you don't provide it? Wherever you are working, just give the home loan in that city only. Correct? The home loan answer is strictly yes. It's not only some institution. Every institution needs to give this, isn't it? Imagine I am from, let's say, some city in Vizag, okay, and I have been transferred to Mumbai. Why will I purchase a house in Mumbai? I'll stay in a rented house and create my house in Vizag, isn't it? Where my parents live or my family lives, right? So that's why it is strictly allowed. Okay. So now these are the two batches which are for JAIIB and CAIIB. Basically, these are for the JAIIB. Now, look at this. All the 4 subjects are covered: PPB, IFS, AFM, and retail banking and wealth management. And I'll give you the details. Huge discounts are available. Now, what are the discounts? Let's see live on Adda 24/7. Look at this. Go to Adda 24/7 live. So this, if you are having the app, I would suggest go on that app, because in the app you will be getting 1% extra using the coins. Okay, so click on JAIIB and CAIIB, click on JAIIB 23. So the JAIIB 23, when you click it, you will get the batches over here. See, these are the 2 batches coming up on January 13th. Okay, click on this English batch. Once you click on this, see this, you'll be getting the details over here. Means what? All the details, like you can go through them, and important ones I'll just tell you. Recorded videos are available 24/7. Okay, 2-way interactive classes. Means why these recorded videos are important? Suppose if any day in the banking, due to the pressure, some targets, you are not able to attend the class, so you can definitely attend the recorded sessions also. Okay, 2-way interactive classes are there. Detailed subject-wise expertise is there, designed for May-June 23. Okay. Also, you can go through the other details as such. Mock tests are available, ebooks are available. These all things are available. Okay. Now, look at the fees part. 19,999. So I'll show you how to get the discount. See this. Click on View Offers. Put the code Y432. Click on Apply. See this. You are getting 19,999 fees reduces to 4,599. 77% off you are getting. It's a huge discount. Go for it immediately. Also, I would suggest, instead of going for a single batch, go for the Mahapack. Okay, Mahapack is the best. See this. Mahapack means, I'll tell you how this Mahapack works. See this. When you go for the Mahapack, see this JAIIB, CAIIB, Mahapacks. See this. When you click on this Mahapack, you will get various Mahapacks over here. Go JAIIB, CAIIB ka Mahapack, combined Mahapack. Why? When you go for the combined Mahapack, the best thing is you can use this for JAIIB as well as CAIIB. Imagine in first 6 months you clear JAIIB, and then in next 6 months you can clear CAIIB using the same Mahapack. Okay, so go for it. Also, Look at the fees part. The fees part also you will be getting the discounts over here. All you are getting 15 plus batches for ABM, 15 plus batches for for JAIIB, 15 plus batches for CAIIB, 15 plus batches. So you're getting many things over here. Look at the fees part. 53,996. Click on the view offers. Once you click on the view offers, put the code Y432. Click on apply. Now look at this. 53,996 reduces to 12,419. 77% off you are getting. Validity is also 12 months. So go for it immediately. Clear JAIIB in first 6 months, CAIIB in next 6 months. Okay. Chalo, I'll take the leave. But before going, why am I stretching on these batches? Because see this, the portion for this May 23 has changed. What is the portion? Let's see the portion. See this. All the 4 subjects are compulsory. Indian economy and financial system, principles and practices of banking, accounting and finance management for bankers, retail banking and wealth management. These all 4 subjects are compulsory. Also there is a negative marking. Okay. So go for these batches immediately. You will be needing a guide for clearance. Okay. Chalo, I'll take the leave now. Tomorrow I'll be back with another session. Till then, bye.